Hi, my name is Kate Alderman. I'm from Greenville, Illinois. I'm almost 22 years old, and I'm graduating this May from Blackburn College with a degree in elementary education, and I'm really excited to be applying for the 2015 Catholic Art Work Camp staff. Catholic Art Work Camp has been a huge part of my life. I've been 8 different times, so I've went from the very first time I could go to the very last time I could go. I've been to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Omaha, Nebraska, Charlotte, North Carolina, Betsy Lane, Kentucky, Chicago, Illinois, Kansas City, Kansas, and Denver, Colorado. And the very first time I went, I was this quiet, shy kid, hardly had a backbone in her faith, and I hardly talked to anyone. But by the very last time, I was very outgoing. I have friends from all over the country that I met at Catholic Art Work Camp that I still keep in touch with today. I consider myself to be a leader. And my very last 2 years, I got to be a person that held a candle at Four Corners. So Catholic Art Work Camp has been a huge part of my life, and it's something that's really made me the person I am today. So last summer, my youth group went to Detroit, Michigan, and I couldn't go because I'm too old. So I was really bummed because Catholic Art Work Camp has always been something that has restored my faith every summer. It's a perfect world. It's some place where you feel comfortable being who you are in your faith. And I didn't know what I was going to do without it. But to make up for it, I decided to teach Bible school. And I also went to daily Mass every day. And the very first day that I went to Mass, my priest's cousin from Rome was there, and he gave the sermon. And he said, it's easy to be a Christian. It's easy to go to church even every day. It's easy to listen to Christian music, and it's easy to claim to be a Christian, especially in the United States where everyone's basically a Christian. But if you don't pretend that you're standing on sand and you're sinking, but you're not moving even though you're scared, if you're not that grounded on your faith, it's not good enough. If you let your faith tangle behind you as life goes on, are you even a Christian? Or what's the point of being it? If you don't have a peace inside of you after you go to church, or after you pray, or after you go to a youth retreat, if you don't have a peace inside of you, you're not doing it right. And I'm sitting in church and I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's talking to me right now. Like, I need to make some serious life changes. And I mean, I wanted to go to Catholic Art Work Camp this summer because I needed something to restore my faith, for crying out loud. So I left that church that day, and I felt like I did make some changes. When my friends got back from Catholic Art Work Camp, they had a burning passion for God, and I had a burning passion too, just from going to daily Mass. And we decided that this summer we weren't going to let it die out like we all did every year. So we talked to our youth leader, and she let us start a youth program for junior high and high schoolers in my church on Wednesday nights. And we did really awesome things. Like, we had a parking lot party, we had a water party, we did a glow-in-the-dark party. But every time we did a 5-minute talk. And we set up the environment to be like a Catholic Art Work Camp environment, where we could feel comfortable sharing our faith stories with each other. So during these 5-minute talks, you either shared a story from your faith journey, or you just got a faith-based message across to the youth that you wanted everyone to know. And I did the first 2, and then the third time I asked for volunteers from the youth to give the 5-minute talk. The first time, I only had 1 volunteer, but by the second time, I was having to do 4 5-minute talks a night because everybody wanted to do 5-minute talks. Which is great because it's exactly the environment that we wanted. We wanted the environment to be a place where kids could just be themselves and talk about God. And we came up with a motto, and it's friends that pray together stay together. But the summer was super amazing, and I continued to go to daily Mass for the rest of the summer. And what was actually really great was by the end of the summer, 20 other junior high and high schoolers were going to daily mass with me every single day. So summer ended, and we still wanted to keep that passion going that we had for God. So even though I went back to college, I still come back on Wednesdays, and I teach first grade catechism. And the youth is still doing some really fun things. We still have youth nights, but we also have started some projects. We're doing this thing called Gifts for Ghana, where we're collecting school supplies for a school in Ghana that doesn't have any. We did a Chalk for Life, where we wrote pro-life and faith-based messages all over my town square. And we also made Christmas cookies for my entire congregation to hand out at Christmas masses. So we're still doing some really awesome things, and that passion for God is still there. And during the week, whenever I'm gone, we write each other letters, and we send each other inspirational Bible verses. We call each other on the phone. And so Catholic Heart Work Camp has inspired my parish to have a tighter bond and to be brothers and sisters in Christ forever. So that's my story, and with my previous Catholic Heart Work Camp experience and my experiences I had this summer, I think I would be a good candidate for the Catholic Heart Work Camp staff this summer. It just seems like a natural progression for me. And I really hope that you consider me for the 2015 Catholic Heart Work Camp staff so I can continue my passion for youth ministry and share the gospel with other youth groups all over the country. Thank you, and God bless.
We have known Kate Alderman for about 7 years now, and she's a wonderful leader of God, and you must be lucky to have her as one of your Catholic Heart Work Camp staff members.
Hi, I'm Kathy Henderson. My daughter Ellen Henderson was on staff at Catholic Heart Work Camp, and Kate is a good example of what you need there, and I hope you consider her for staff.
Thank you.
Kate Alderman is one of the most exceptional youth leaders I've ever met, and she's really brought our parish youth together in a way that I've never seen before. Really, she's like family to all of us.